Hi everybody. I'm going to bring some more book recommendations for you. I brought some bestsellers and there's only maybe half a dozen here this time, so I won't keep you here too long. So the first one I'll recommend is The Apple Orchard by Susan Wiggs. So she's a very popular author. I really like her. If you like, soft romance, kind of like Nora Roberts. She's a very popular author. I actually saw her in person once. She came to speak at the American Library Association conference, and that was really cool. So she's a really neat author, and highly recommend her books. This one is about a woman who makes a living restoring stolen treasures to their rightful owners. People like Anise Winther, interesting names, who refuses to sell her long-gone mother's beloved necklace despite Tess's advice. To Annalise, the jewel's value is in its memories. But Tess's own history is filled with gaps. A father she never met, a mother who spent more time traveling than with her daughter. So Tess is shocked when she discovers the grandfather she never knew is in a coma, and that she has been named in his will to inherit half of Bella Vista, a 100-acre apple orchard in the magical Sonoma town called Archangel. So very, very interesting. I really liked it when I read it, so recommend that one. And then this one is called Blink of an Eye by Ted Dekker. So he does more thriller. Some of his stuff is like horror, but this is very interesting for what he usually does. This is actually Christian mystery sort of thing. It's a intoxicating tale set amidst the shifting sands of the Middle East and the back roads of America. Part mystery, part romance. This is a rare novel that engages issues as ancient as Earth itself, and as current as today's headlines. So I actually read this several years ago, so I don't remember everything about it, but I remember it was very, very interesting. And if you like, mysteries, romance, kind of thriller, but not too heavy on thriller, that's the book for you. So check that one out. And then this one, The Host by Stephenie Meyer. Now, I was not a fan of Twilight at all. I did not like it. So when I picked this up, I kind of expected it to be like Twilight. No, this one's really good. I really like this one. Just think Invasion of the Body Snatchers-esque, but, with young adults and that stuff. Highly recommend that if you like sci-fi fantasy. So check that one out. It's been out for a while, so. And then this is another best-selling author. So Come Home by Lisa Scottoline. Pronounce that for me if you want to. So this is a thriller. So Jill Farrow is a suburban mom who has finally gotten her and her daughter's lives back on track after a messy divorce. She loves being a pediatrician and is about to remarry, and her daughter, Megan, is happily overscheduled 13-year-old juggling homework and the swim team. But Jill's life is turned upside down when her ex-stepdaughter, Abby, shows up on her doorstep late one night and delivers shocking news. Jill's ex-husband is dead. Abby insists that he was murdered and pleads with Jill to help find his killer. Jill reluctantly agrees to make a few inquiries and discovers that things just don't add up. As she digs deeper, her actions threaten to rip apart her new family, destroy their hard-earned happiness, and even endanger her own life. Yet, Jill can't turn back on a child she loves and once called her own. So, another thriller by a very popular author that usually has a waiting list whenever so check that out if you haven't read that. And then the last book, it's actually a series of books. It's a series of graphic novels. The March Trilogy by John Lewis. I know John Lewis recently passed away, but he wrote this as like a memoir-esque of his time, battling civil rights and whatnot. So I highly, highly recommend this. It is in comic form. It makes it very easy to read and understand what's going on. Even if you're not into comics, this is I highly, highly recommend this. Even if you're not into reading comics, it's very, very interesting. So check all 3 of those out here. Yeah. So that's all I had for today. Check those out, and we'll see you next week. Bye.